and welcome to Samara. As an Executive Committee leader, let me share with you one fact. Executive Committee is an agent of impact on all the shop floor processes, trends and results. All we do leads to either value creation or a cost generation. To be present on the shop floor is critical. We all know that. We all have adopted our own routines on going to the shop floor. We do not necessarily have to change that pattern. What matters is, does it make a difference, and what difference does it make? As we found out, one of the ways to increase positive impact of the ExCom presence on the shop floor is to move from staying informed, following up and challenging side to a more human side. Behind every problem and every success, there is a person, an imperfect human being who has to take human decisions every day. These decisions are not always rational, but they are always determined by a wide range of human considerations, such as optimism, denial, or false assumptions. When we give away our powers and give space instead, educate, talk as peer to peer, it improves openness to cooperation. To be present on the shop floor is to meet real people and help them make better decisions. What we found out works also well is to be present on the shop floor daily. These are daily, small improvements that lead to big changes, and sometimes this approach is more efficient than trying to implement a big change right away. So, focus on imperfect human side, daily presence on the shop floor, small daily improvements, that's what we are trying out here. It all started with collecting information from Executive Committee members on how their normal working week looks like and helping them to identify opportunity to free up some time for the visits on the shop floor. We help them to see what activities are adding value, what not, what can be delegated or removed from the agenda. After having ExCom members agreed on the two fundamental things, we want to be present on the shop floor and we do have time in our agendas to do so, we came up with the measurement. As scientists say, if you can't measure it, it doesn't exist. So our objective is to have 4 Gemba visits a week and 1 behavior-based compliance visit, BBC visit a week, and exercise a daily presence on the shop floor. At the end of weekly operational meeting of Executive Committee, we review our weekly plan for Gemba and BBC visits. We identify new opportunities for both the visit and the recognition. Gemba visits are normally done after operational meeting right away, following the need. It is a pull from the local committee. The BBC visit, behavior-based compliance visit, is done weekly by 2 or 3 ExCom members grouping together and going to the shop floor with the idea to focus on behavior of the operators relating to compliance, with the idea to foster and encourage the correct behavior and to recognize compliance to standards. Feedback from the shop floor visits is important. Executive Committee identifies and corrects systems that are not functioning well. Let me give you a few examples. An operator who has been trained cannot fulfill a certain task autonomously, even though he or she has a very high score in a skill matrix. Or an abnormality not being tagged, even though, luckily, it is still somehow in the maintenance plan of the technical department. They use some Excel charts for doing so. Definitely some systems are not functioning well. During the feedback, we also identify opportunities for recognition, and recognition is a planned thing. We do it weekly and every day. Let me share with you what I know, and we have data. During the few weeks we have been practicing our daily visits to the shop floor, the total time spent by each Executive Committee member on the shop floor has been increasing gradually, automatically. It might be an indicator we are creating a pool on the shop floor. It might be an indicator we are going the right direction. And it is not the KPI to focus on. We believe long-term effect of our daily presence on the shop floor will be demonstrated in asset intensity improvement, elimination of consumer complaints, conversion cost improvement, real value delivered by real people. Thank you.
Поначалу частые визиты руководства на нашу линию вызывали у нас опаску, потому что это было связано либо с каким-то аудитом, либо какая-то проблема на линии. То есть теперь мы сами создаем функциональные команды для решения какой-то проблемы. А не мы ставим тех людей в команду, не которые поставил руководитель, а которые именно мы знаем, что этот человек может помочь решить проблему. Мы знаем, что нас слышат и нам помогают.
Для меня такое общение – это дополнительная возможность проявить себя. Очень приятно, что начальство, когда совершает визиты на линию, не имеют проверочного характера. Руководство находит слова, добрые слова, человеческие слова, чтобы благодарить нас за какие-то, пусть небольшие достижения.
In the world of continuous improvement, it's getting really crucial for us to spend significant time with our operators on the shop floor. It brings us the opportunity to be closer to our teams, to build trust and to go deeper into the details of the problems and as a result to get faster improvements in the real operations.
I think that BBC visits are a good opportunity to ExCom members and the shop floor employees to improve communications, to discuss on different topics and to understand each other much better. For shop floor members, it's always better to go outside and talk to people and to understand what is really going on here and how can we improve things at the shop floor level. For employees working here, it is also very good to understand what are the key targets, key goals, where is the factory is going, where is factory currently is, where is the factory is going and how it is going to get there.
В процессе проведения BBC встреч мы пришли к пониманию того, что мы не винтики системы, а мы сами можем значительно повлиять на решение затянувшихся проблем. Еще одним положительным моментом является то, что при проведении таких встреч идет непосредственный диалог между работником производства и представителем менеджмента, что значительно сокращает дистанцию между самой проблемой и ее решением.
People say that the processes in the company is like an iceberg. In a lot of cases, the management is aware only about 5% of what is really going on in the company. The factory is no different. Having management spend a lot of time in the shop floor with the people every week or even every day, that means that the management is aware about more than 5% of what is going on. It really enables management to make faster decisions and it enables us to speed up the processes to better reach the business results.